All right, let's jump right into this explainer. Think about this for a second. We spent roughly a third of our entire lives asleep. I mean, if you live to be 90, that is 30 full years spent with your eyes completely closed. Now, most of us just treat this massive chunk of time as a basic biological necessity, right? Just a way to recharge the batteries so we can drag ourselves into tomorrow. But what if we completely reframe this? What if sleep isn't just mere rest, but literally the most profound creative act of your entire day? What if those quiet moments right before you drift off are actually the control panel for shaping your waking reality?
So what really happens when we fall asleep? It's a simple question, but it opens the door to the hidden mechanics of the mind. We usually just assume our brain shuts down for the night, but the source material we're digging into today reveals a completely different, incredibly active process happening just beneath the surface.
Just look at the stark contrast between these two inner states. As you fall asleep, your conscious mind, that part of you that analyzes, stresses out, and processes the sensory world all day long, it basically clocks out. It goes to sleep. But your subconscious mind, it never sleeps. Our sources describe the subconscious as a vigilant, eternally awake creator. While your physical body is just resting there, this subconscious mind takes whatever concepts you handed it during your waking hours and actively goes to work shaping your tomorrow. Getting a grip on this dynamic is absolutely crucial because it shows us exactly why the state of sleep is just so deeply powerful.
To help you truly master this, we're breaking this explainer down into 5 simple steps. Number 1, the power of sleep. 2, the door to the subconscious. 3, the danger of discouragement. 4, the sleep technique steps. And finally, number 5, the lullaby method.
Okay, starting with section 1, the power of sleep, a hidden potential.
The profound insights we're unpacking today come straight from Neville Goddard, a really fascinating mystic and author who spoke extensively on the power of human imagination. Goddard essentially viewed ancient texts not just as history, but as profound psychological dramas, and he discovered that the state of sleep is a literal mechanism, like an actual formula, for unlocking infinite potential. He taught that your external world is simply your internal consciousness pushed out into reality, and the absolute best time to change that consciousness right before you fall asleep.
Moving right along to section 2, door to the subconscious, the gateway. Consider Goddard's exact words here. Sleep, the life that occupies 1/3 of our stay on Earth, is the natural door to the subconscious. Think of it like this. During the day, your conscious mind acts like a strict bouncer in a club, filtering everything through logic and your current physical reality. But as you fall asleep, that bouncer steps away. Your conscious and subconscious minds enter into this really beautiful creative union. The subconscious becomes incredibly receptive during this critical transition period into sleep.
This brings us to a highly specific physical condition mentioned throughout the texts, the soporific state. This is that wonderful, relaxed, floating twilight zone right on the border of sleep. Your physical body is completely immobilized. Like, you feel like you could move if you really wanted to, but you just kind of don't want to. Yet your mind isn't fully unconscious. You still retain conscious control over the direction of your thoughts. This exact state is the sweet spot. It's the fertile soil where the magic actually happens.
Which brings us to section 3, the danger of discouragement, a warning.
I want to shift tones for just a second here, because this is a serious warning from the source material. What you allow yourself to think about right before bed has massive, massive consequences. Your subconscious mind does not argue with you. It blindly accepts whatever feeling is dominating your mind right before you cross into sleep. If you go to bed feeling dissatisfied, anxious, or defeated, you are quite literally impregnating your subconscious with failure. You're handing it a blueprint for a miserable tomorrow. But, on the flip side, going to bed feeling fulfilled impregnates the subconscious with success.
Pay very close attention to this principle. The feeling that dominates the mind as one falls asleep, even if false, will harden into fact. Whatever mood you carry into that sleep state acts like a seed permanently dropped into the rich soil of your subconscious. It totally doesn't matter if your current daily reality is super difficult. If you fall asleep feeling like a victim, your subconscious will faithfully grow more victimhood for you tomorrow. You must never, ever go to sleep feeling discouraged.
All right, section 4, the sleep technique steps, the exact procedure. Now that we know the theory and the stakes, let's get into the practical solution. Goddard outlined a very precise 4-step formula to hack this. Step 1, define your desire. You got to know exactly what you want. Step 2, construct a really small event that would happen immediately after your desire is fulfilled. So say you want a big promotion, the event might just be a friend shaking your hand to congratulate you. Step 3, immobilize your physical body.
Get into bed, lie flat, and enter that soporific state we talked about earlier. And step 4, assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. In your imagination, fully experience that little event you constructed. And listen, this brilliantly illustrates the most common mistake people make. You absolutely cannot just visualize this like you're watching a movie playing on a screen across the room. You must feel yourself doing the action here and now. You have to be an active participant. If you're imagining shaking your friend's hand, you must literally feel the solidness of their hand in your imaginary hand. You have to feel the absolute thrill of the moment as if it is happening to you right now, in the first person.
Finally, Section 5, the lullaby method, locking in the feeling. Look, sometimes holding a complex visual scene in your mind is just too difficult. Your mind wanders, right? That happens to all of us. If visualizing a scene keeps you too awake, Goddard suggests condensing the feeling of your fulfilled desire into a very short phrase. We're talking 3 words maximum. Things like, how wonderful, or thank you. As you lie there in that sleepy, soporific state, you simply repeat this phrase over and over in your mind, like a lullaby. You aren't just reciting words, you're letting those words induce a hypnotic state of pure gratitude and absolute certainty that your desire is already a fact. You just repeat it until you literally fall asleep bathed in that mood.
It's like having the entire globe cradled securely right there in your hands. Our sources emphasize over and over that your world, in every single detail, is simply your internal consciousness materialized. You genuinely hold the power to shape your external reality. But all the heavy lifting is completely internal. By consciously controlling the state of your mind as you fall asleep, you are grabbing the reins of creation. You are planting the seeds of your very own future.
I want to leave you with this final, provocative thought. You are going to go to sleep tonight. That is a biological guarantee. But now you know that those final moments are not just an ending to your day, they are the exact starting point of your tomorrow. So tonight, as your eyes close, what is the last concept you will hand over to your eternal creator? Will it be your daily worries, or will it be the profound feeling of your wish fulfilled? The choice and your future is entirely yours.